Hi guys, I'm here to do a game review on the game called Plague Inc. What is it? Players must design the most lethal and effective plague possible with the satisfying end goal of killing every human on Earth before they discover and cure your disease. In the game, you can choose to name your disease whatever you want. I've done plagues such as AIDS, heartbreak, and several other things, so you can be a lot of creative and have fun with it. Your infection starts off pretty basic but can be mutated regularly to infect and spread more rapidly or to be made more lethal. Did I like the game is a question that most people ask. It feels great to dump research points into the plague just in time for it to transfer to spread to several new countries. Thanks to the great idea of the bird migration. I personally also like to use the planes and the boats to spread the plague. I like to start in Iceland because of the fact that it's really hard to get the plague to spread there. So I tend to start there and then spread out. I tend to use the cold variation, and it tends to spread a lot faster into Iceland. Plague Inc. does seem very simple at first, but actually it's a very satisfying balance act between spreading your pandemic as quickly as possible without putting the human race on high alert. One mistake that I did make was to make my virus too lethal by mutating it in the organ failure and shutting down everything. It was killing people before they had an opportunity to spread the disease, because you kind of have to balance between the infection rate and the kill rate in this game in order to win. Although balancing your plague severity and infection is fun and addictive line to walk, plague does suffer big issues. There's simply just too much downtime for it. There's too much time waiting around for the DNA points to a cure or for your disease to fully infect a territory, even with the fast forward button at the top of the screen. The game also doesn't surface enough data for the player. So should you buy it is another question that everybody asks me. In my opinion, I did like the game. To win, I did have to do things like increase the insect infection to make my disease sweep across Africa more quickly. And I do like the needle thing. It spreads the infection through the blood, so I often use that for the countries such as Africa, Mexico, and other areas down there where it's hotter and they have a poor country. If you go to the country listings and you look on them, it often tells you whether they are urban or they are poor or whatever, so you tend to find a lot of research there, and I use that to my advantage when I'm trying to make my virus or plague spread. So for example though, the plague does spread on its own regardless of whether you do something. Sometimes they introduce unwanted high-profile side effects like vomiting, for example. Fungal spores, bacteria, parasites, and other disease types each have their own specific hook to figure out. So overall, I give this game a thumbs up and I say to play it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you again next time for another game review. Bye, guys.